Okay, let me start the screen sharing and here we go. Namaskar. I am Limesh Parekh from NJ IT Solutions Limited. Let me introduce NJ to you. So NJ is a privately held public limited company. So we are not the NJ IT Solutions Private Limited. We are NJ IT Solutions Limited. What does it mean? It means that we are a public limited company but not listed. NJ was established in 1999 in a place called Bhilad. This Bhilad is a small village on the border of Gujarat and Maharashtra. So we happen to be a rural software product company, something very unique. So we are like 14-15 kilometers away from Vapi and 160 kilometers away from Mumbai. We have customers across India. As of August 2021, our team size is around 80 people and we are out and out software company. So we develop software products. With that, let us talk about software products that we develop. But before I talk about those 4 products which we are currently offering, let me tell you brief history of NJ. So we have been doing thin clients since a very long time, maybe since 1999-2000. So NJ has been known for thin clients. Even many of you might be knowing NJ as a thin client company. So yes, we are the same thin client company, but we discontinued thin client in April 2021 and we have been slowing it down since 2018, but on April 1st 2021 we discontinued it officially. So now let us talk about the 4 products. So first product is Sangam CRM. We have been doing CRM since 2009. That means we have been doing CRM for like 12 years. As of now, we have 450 customers who are using it and 6,500 plus users log in to NJ CRM on a daily basis. So this CRM has web app and mobile apps and everything, whatever you can imagine any modern CRM, Sangam CRM has. Sangam CRM is basically used to handle 4 areas of business. So first is marketing, lead generation. Second is sales, managing the funnel and managing the entire sales process. Third is service or help desk. And fourth is task or process management. So all these things can be managed in Sangam CRM. Our second offering is called NJ Synapse. Synapse is a call center and telephony IPPBX solution. So we have been doing this Synapse also since 2009. In that also we have roughly 450 customers. And whatever we can imagine in any call center solution for large or small, everything is there in NJ Synapse. So many banks, government offices, industries, small businesses and large businesses, everyone is using Synapse across any kind of industry. So this is also not industry specific, any industry can use. Our CRM is also not industry specific. Different 28 types of industries and small and large companies are using NJ Sangam CRM and NJ Synapse telephony solution. The best part is that Sangam CRM and Synapse telephony are integrated and integrated very tightly. So we are probably the only player in the market who has these 2 solutions which are tightly integrated in one piece. So that gives us a very unique advantage over others. Let's talk about our third offering. Third offering is Tally on Cloud. So we have been providing Tally on Cloud since 2015. And our specialty is that our cloud infrastructure is based or developed in Linux. So we had developed Linux operating system which can run Tally in 2013, which was thoroughly tested by Tally Solutions Limited company also. So we are probably the largest telecloud provider in market as of August 2021, now as I am speaking to you. And plus, because this infrastructure is developed or maintained in Linux, you get very safe and secured computing, and above that we don't have to pay or cheat on the licensing part. So that's a unique advantage that we have. Our fourth solution is very interesting. It is called Sampark Setu. Previously it was called TickTick. It's a mobile app for Android phones which has lots of features which are required by small business owners. So first is you have WhatsApp marketing features, WhatsApp chatbot, contact management, email marketing, email campaigns, WhatsApp campaigns, and many other small productivity enhancement features for Android phone. So these are 4 products. Now let's talk about partnering. So NJ has always been a channel friendly company. So when I say channel friendly, I don't mean that we have a channel friendly policies. We have channel friendly policy, we have channel friendly process, and we have channel friendly culture. These all 3 are aligned. So that was a short introduction to NJ, and now I will hand over the rest of the proceedings to Surya Nirmal from our CRM team. Surya, over to you. But before Surya starts or take over, or while she prepares for taking over, let me try to introduce you what is this Sangam Concept Talk. So today what we are attending is a Sangam Concept Talk, and I think this is 13th Concept Talk. So we have been doing it since last more than 6 months on a continuous basis, and there has been a fantastic support from our CRM community and our partners and also other people who enjoy these talks very much. So the video which I just showed you is also available on our YouTube channel, and we have created video in 3 languages for introduction to NJ. One is in Gujarati, one is in Hindi, and one is in English. The English one which we played right now for all of you. So Surya, over to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, first, may I request everyone to please switch on your camera, because this is going to be an interactive meeting. So if you all switch on your camera, it will be much more interesting and much more beneficial to all of us. Thank you very much for accepting the request. So it has never been like this कि मैंने एक बार बोला और इतने सारे लोगों ने कैमरा ऑन किया. Thank you very much. I truly appreciate that and thank you for it. Yes, Surya, please take over.
Yes, sir. Let me share my screen. Okay, so for today's session, we have asked a few questions to our customers, and they have replied to us. Some of them are today present in live, and some of them have sent videos, and we are going to show you that only. Sir, have you stopped your screen sharing? I need to present my screen.
Yeah, I have already shared it. I have already stopped.
Bhumi, please can you provide me access to share my screen?
Can you please check now?
Yes. So in today's session, these are the questions we have shared. We have asked to our customers, or they have replied to us directly. So introduction regarding their business and how they found us to means उनको NJ कैसे introduce हुआ था, and what challenges they faced during the implementation, how we helped them, and what challenges they overcome after the implementation, and what is the difference before CRM implementation and after the CRM implementation. And would they like to suggest NJ to any other customer or any other prospect who willing to be implement CRM? So these are the questions. First of all, I would like to invite Sudarshan sir from Value Point System. Sudarshan sir is VP Sales in Value Point Systems, and they are using our CRM since 2020. Sudarshan sir.
Yeah, hi. Good evening. Thanks for inviting me for this.
You can disable this presentation so that we can pin
Yes,
Sudarshan sir's video.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so I might. So let me quickly introduce myself. As you all know, my name is Sudarshan, and I head the network transformation business at Value Point Systems. I've been associated with Value Point for over 26 years now. So after my graduation, I joined this organization, and I've been, I've not looked back. So Value Point is essentially a IT infrastructure services organization. So we do everything end to end with respect to IT. We call ourselves a cable to cloud organization, and we've been supporting customers across the country. So as you know, I just mentioned that I've been in this organization for the last 26 years, and by and large, I've been party to the various CRM implementation from day one. Right, I've seen era of where we used to consolidate our data on Excel sheets. From then we moved on looking at some customized CRM. We looked at Zoho, we looked at Salesforce, whatnot. close to about 5 or 6 CRMs we have evaluated so far. And I also moved to a group company of ours called Value Point Knowledge Works, which is into language translation services. There as well, we developed a CRM. But trust me, as a user, we never had that, satisfaction, or there was always one or the other concern. The concern could be at our end, the concern could be with respect to integration, and the concerns could be, multiple fold, I would say. The data required the way we want it, because every business is very different. And by and large, we used to see that there was a standard template which was always given to us, and then you get into the, modifying that particular template the way you want the reports and so on. So that was the way it was. And of course, then in the second stint of mine, I was back to Value Point, and I had to again evaluate a CRM tool. And our chairman, and managing director introduced us to NJ then, right? Then I was saying, boss, another, CRM company, then we'll have to again go to the rigmarole of, evaluating another CRM tool, right? And usually the bosses will tell us, boss, this is a CRM tool, I've heard a lot about them, and you need to evaluate that particular CRM tool. So we again went through it. Bhumi was introduced as the, point of contact for us, right? And trust me, I'm not been looking at the questions actually, but I'm okay with that. I mean, I hope it's fine, Nimesh. Right, I'm just going on. I hope I'm covering the context of what you intend to hear from me.
No problems. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So Bhumi was introduced, and we were anticipating a lot of integration issues, because I'd heard from my fellow colleagues on what happened in using Zoho. I mean, there's nothing negative about Zoho. We really enjoyed working with Zoho as well. But however, there was certain constraints in terms of customization and so on. And we were anticipating similar situation here. But trust me, it was highly seamless. See, my organization is very complex, which means we have 7 business portfolios, and 7 business portfolio leaders have 7 expectations, right? In terms of the way they want to see the report, because cloud business has a different expectation. We have cybersecurity as a core business; they have an expectation. So that way, there was, a lot of expectation in terms of bringing in the report, and we had to kind of standardize it, right? Because I'm sure any CRM company would not build so many templates. But however, having said that, Bhumi was highly cooperative, and she was our coordinator from NJ. We were able to seamlessly integrate every single requirement of every single portfolio. Trust me, okay, that was the best part. Best part which happened with working with NJ, and since then it's been extremely good. Today, I mean, after that, what happened was I also introduced my coordinator who could handle, most of the integration work and any customization that was required, my colleague Nandini. So that way today, and it was usually for an organization to get accustomed to any CRM will take about, minimum six months to 1 year, right? And when a new person joins in, again, it takes a lot of time. But however, with us, I think we've been able to seamlessly go live in less than 2 or 3 months, which was good. And of course, eventually, when we started using, there were definitely a lot of customizations which was required, because only when you start getting on job, you get to know certain shortcomings which were definitely addressed to us by NJ. I will admit that we've not been utilizing all the features that the NJ CRM provides us. Right now, we're only managing the funnel management, to a certain extent, lead qualification and so on. But there are a host of services that they provide today, including WhatsApp integration and whatnot. Those are the features that we are still exploring. But in a nutshell, whatever is required for us from a functionality perspective, from a day-to-day requirement perspective, from a reporting perspective to the management, and everything is available, right? So that's the best part, which is serving the purpose right now. And we intend to move to the next level of utilizing the other features that are available on NJ. Yeah, that's a quick little input from my side on our experience working with NJ. And of course, unlike any large organization, um, I mean, I would say that the team wouldn't throw any rule books at us, right? They've been very flexible, they've been very cooperative in supporting us. That's the best part, and I would say that's the USP. When you go to a large organization like Salesforce, which is an MNC, trust me, it's not going to be easy in terms of getting things done, right? Or getting your request addressed. But with respect to NJ, we didn't have any of those issues. People were approachable. And yeah, I mean, today I don't see any difference between, a large CRM developer, sales CRM developer to an NJ. I mean, I see them at par or, better, I would say. Thank you. Any more questions for me, Surya?
No, sir.
Sir, I
Now
have
we
one question on behalf of the audience.
Sure.
Right? Most of the companies, large and small, face this issue of user adoption. What was your experience regarding to user adoption, and any specific policies or process that you adopted, or how smooth or difficult or challenging it was for your users to adopt it? And what was the message from the management? What did management do for it?
Yeah. That's very, very critical because, as you know, adaptability is definitely a challenge. Myself, being head of the division, I was finding it very difficult, and I said, "Are we looking at another CRM to add?" That was the situation. But however, we from the leaders group decided that because we had evaluated, NG already, so we had put in certain process protocols and mandates that we had put in. So we seamlessly, stopped the current uh, whatever CRM that we were using, even if it was Excel, and we decided as an organization to, move to NJ, right? And we gave a mandate in terms of updating the databases, updating the records, or whatever it was onto NJ. So that's when we started. So all of our reviews started happening on NJ. That's why we start getting this monthly of looking at if the data is getting filled, right? Otherwise, you could take Excel reports from the team. It will not be advisable because the sales guy also need to understand how this functions. What are the other various parameters, tabs which are available on this CRM. So we used to we do weekly reviews, like Saturdays and Fridays are our 2 days. So we used to review the sales team on the app itself. So which helped us to adapt it quite quickly. And I mean, I wouldn't share this, but I mean, it could be beneficial. We also had a penalty system if people are not, you know, I mean, putting in the data, because it's very important for the CRM to function effectively. Only if you have the right and appropriate data onto it, right? So we had some rewards and penalty system as well for people who used to update their data on regular basis. We had some reward system. People who are not updating the data, uh, you know, uh, we used to penalize them as well. So we had both rewards and penalty system. So this is how we kind of ensured that we today are 100% functional on the CRM.
Thank you. That was useful. Thank you very much, Sudarshan. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Yeah, thanks. Yes, Surya, please.
thank you, sir. Now next person is Aditya Ganpule, sir. But due to some urgent work, he is not available right now, but he may join after 10 to 15 minutes. So we'll go to the next speaker, Arvind sir. Arvind sir is from Turbonet system. He is managing director from Turbonet system, and they are using CRM since 2015. And they are managing support system as well as sales part also. So Arvind sir, right there.
Good evening, all of you. My name is Arvind Chavan, and I am the co-founder of Turbonet Systems Pvt Limited. We are an IT system integration company with over 15 years experience. We are based in Mumbai with pan-India service in over cities. So this is about about my company. First of all, I would like to thank to Mr. Vinay Hinge. I probably he made there in this event. So he introduced NJ to us in 2014. So probably 7 to 8 years now, we are using NJ CRM for logging the complaints and tickets. It's for our big customer like DMart, our big customer. So almost 40 to 50,000 assets we are maintaining through this NJ CRM. Very peacefully. There is no hassle free. So now also we have started using for sales too, and even we are managing proposal also.
Start your camera.
Hello.
Arvind sir, is it possible for you to start the camera? We are not able to see you.
Yeah, no problem. I can.
Thank you very much.
Now you can.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So thank you. So now we also started using for logging the ticket, this thing, sales also, leads, deals, everything we are managing from NJ now. Last 1 year we have started this for sales too. So it's honestly a good tool for growing company, I will say. And I really appreciate NJ team, particularly Taufik Bhai and uh, what is her name? I really forgot.
Ishani.
Ishani. I really thank you for both of them. They are really cooperative. So from 2014, they are giving good support to my team. I think really my team, nobody complained yet. There is the system is down. That's why we are not able to do the login and all. So almost I will say around per day 100 calls we are receiving, logging the calls. So there's no issue at all for any kind of issue in the in this system. So this is what and second I will say, one lady, my colleague came to me and saying, we are using it for AMC too. See, last 2 years we started maintaining AMC in this CRM. So previously we were maintaining Tally and Excel sheet. She was saying, that time was very life was very painful. Now she's everything is maintaining from the CRM itself, and she's very happy, honestly. So yesterday only she came to me and she was very happy and enjoying the work. And also we are increase the AMC too, and timely servicing the customers, timely renewing the AMC's contract. These are happening through this CRM now. So I'm honestly very happy. It's not like that I am in front of camera or front of NJ team. So I'm saying it's a good tool. But honestly, I will tell you it's a very good tool and very economical. I don't think it's very expensive too. So I would like to suggest those who want to implement NJ CRM, please go for it. It's a very good tool. But yes, you have to patience. You need to good people also. But you need one guy, smart guy. You need, so you need to handle it. Even we also implemented that time. There is no single visit from NJ. We whatever we did, through online everything. So there was one guy, Gilbert in there in company. So he's very smart guy. So he is, coordinating with Ishani and Taufik Bhai, and they done a very good job for us. So honestly, this is good experience with NJ now. So we are using everything, almost all models we started using now. Even proposal, all proposal are we are maintaining. Quotation proposals are maintaining through CRM only. So honestly, Limesh bhai, very good experience on CRM now.
Thank you very much, sir. In case anyone has any questions for Arvind ji, maybe you can put it in the chat. So he can then return. He will be with us to answer your questions. So thank you very much, Arvind bhai. Over to Surya, please.
Yes. Thank you, Arvind sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Next person is Mr. Amit Dave sir. Amit Dave sir is from Microlink Solutions. one second. Sir, Amit Dave sir is from Microlink Solution and they are using CRM since 2020. So over to you, Amit sir. I would like to hand over to you.
Okay, thank you, Surya. I'm not seeing you. Okay, now I think it's quite visible. So
Yes.
thank you very much, Surya, for this opportunity. I hope I'm audible and visible. Is that okay? My audio and video is clear, or do I need to make any adjustments?
Oh, sir, 100% correct.
Thank you, Limesh. So first of all, sir, thank you for inviting for this forum. Though you titled it as CRM Champions Meet, and it gives us privilege to be part of this Champions Meet. But very frankly and honestly, sir, we are not yet in that category. At least from our perspective, if I tell you, we are not in champions. We have started our journey. So championship is probably a little at a distance, but yes, it is. We feel proud to be part of this forum and this group. Wherein it's an opportunity you have given to share our understanding and how we have gone through this process and how we have adapted it. Some of the very important learning findings, which probably can help the entire group and audience here in terms of taking some ready reckoner or taking a clue from our own experiences that we have gone through it. So as you have set the agenda for us, I'll introduce myself because I don't know, I'm seeing many faces, but many of them are not known. So probably those, for larger audience interest, let me introduce myself. My name is Amit Dave and I head a business group at Microlink. Microlink Solutions Private Limited, the full form of the company. We are into digital, we call ourselves as a digital integrator and IT services provider. So primarily into IT infrastructure solutions, that's our core competency. And we started off since 1996. We started off as a networking company and graduated as a full-scale IT infrastructure company, headquartered in Ahmedabad, but operating pan-India. Gujarat region is our direct territory where we have a direct presence of sales, and rest of the locations we operate through our project offices and service locations. When we say IT infrastructure, we try to cater to the entire spectrum of IT infrastructure services, includes network, system infrastructure, data center, collaborations, ELB, and IoT, the digital space. So it's a full-scale IT infrastructure operation and solutioning model that we are in with. The first question is why did we choose NJ CRM? Now that is actually a very interesting question for us in terms of how did we happen to land at NJ CRM? I would say the credit for this obviously go to Limesh bhai, but our journey for CRM began before NJ, and I would not shy in terms of saying that we have experienced some other CRM also before. So we were in an experienced company of other CRM platform, and there's nothing to hide. It was Microsoft Dynamics we were using it. So we were fascinated by Microsoft. Obviously, by default, everyone is using Microsoft one or the other way, OS or Office, email. So people are very conversant with Microsoft. So our choice of Microsoft Dynamics CRM was, we thought it is a logical extension. कुछ सिखाने नहीं पड़ेगा लोगों को, people would easily be able to adapt to it. And हमारा सबसे बड़ा striking point था Microsoft में, the reports which they are showing us, the graphics they are showing us, so we are fascinated with it. So that was our starting point. That was a reason to get connected, and actually that was also a reason for our failure of CRM, not able to really continue it well. बहुत struggle किया लोगों को adapt करवाने में in terms of उन लोगों को ये बताने में कि you have to key in the data, it has to be done in वो entry होना चाहिए, and they were not finding because that CRM was having some अच्छा एक module अच्छा था, format अच्छा था, but then वो हमारे लिए नहीं लगता था. It was like we are feeling it like it is not for us. It is something, it is global platform है, but हमारे जैसे we are not able to connect with it. So when Limesh bhai came in, I told him, and we had a good experience of how we have gone through that CRM. So I was on and on with him that, sir, why should we not? What is our requirement of CRM and क्यों हम नहीं कर पा रहे हैं? मैंने बहुत कुछ बता दिया हमारा failure story. And then he said, ठीक है, but why don't you look at our platform and let's have a small POC demo. And reporting वाला काफी मैंने emphasize किया था कि we need good reports. But if I tell you our experience after seeing that POC, which was very easy and navigated through us through a ऑनलाइन डेमो किया था. Obviously everyone knows Taufik and team. They start and they take us through the journey of POC and they simplify it in terms of how things can actually be we can do that with CRM. So that was we found that it is a very simple and easy to use. So एक अच्छा easy interface मिला and we thought let us adapt it and start using it in terms of how we can actually see our sales operation into it. The best part was it was absolutely simplified and to the point. मतलब जो चाहिए वो था, like वो fancy जो extra जो जो dressing होता है, that was not there. हमने संगम से शुरू नहीं किया था. We started with the earlier version. So earlier version तो very simple version, like उसमें और कुछ मतलब simplified format में था, and that was something which NJ had developed from beginning. So हमने जब adapt किया तो I think that was at a life cycle end पे था because संगम का initiation होना था and we started with that old platform. So for them that was something which was actually end of one product and moving to the next generation. But that was pretty okay to get going with the product adaptation. And I would say here that मेरा जो starting point था reports पे जो हम emphasize करते थे, मैंने हमारे communication में highlight किया था कि मुझे उस तरह के report चाहिए, इस तरह के चाहिए, we need lot of things to capture, हमारा ये analysis होना चाहिए and sales analytics. I was very high on it at the beginning. If I tell you our experience after this 9 months, 10 months journey, हम reports अभी देखते भी नहीं हैं. I don't use reports anymore. What we see it a live, real-time data. And that is on the dashboarding. So report का हमारा एक जो misconception था कि हमको हर हफ्ते एक ready-made report जा जाना चाहिए और लिमेश भाई ने वो upside down कर दिया. He said it doesn't go that way. And the CRM is not to be used in a report form. It is to be used in terms of real time and real data. So that is one major shift in terms of our own understanding. It has happened. So today, if you ask me, मुझे report की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है. I take a real-time data and whatever I wanted, I can see it live. Report तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि it's an obsolete version because जब report capture करके आता है वो कल का होता है या सुबह का होता है, मुझे अभी का situation नहीं हो पाता होता है. So I would rather rely on something which is more real-time sense में and easily available है, navigate कर सकते हैं. So all the information which is required pertaining to a sales is very well and right out real-time में capture होती है. So that's how we actually are currently on the NJ CRM. Of course, CRM, they have many things to offer, but we are currently focusing on the sales operation part of it because that is where we feel उसका सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है हमारे day-to-day operation में because we need a tool that helps us to connect across people, across team, across locations. And थोड़ा हमारा operation थोड़ा complex इस तरह से भी है कि we have a solution team who are part of the sales process. उनको भी engagement देना पड़ता है. We work on multiple domains. So we wanted to streamline on sales CRM the operation part of it, and we are using this tool very effectively now. अभी ये नहीं होता तो हमें problem होगा. अभी ऐसा है because we don't have a backup and we don't have any other tool to replace it. Manual तो भूल ही जाओ, but ये हमारे लिए this has become our day-to-day life. However, we have a wish list to migrate to other important modules of it. हमने marketing अभी capture नहीं किया, use नहीं किया. We have a wish list to adapt marketing part of it. We have a wish list to move into support part of it because support का कुछ some important functionalities are there. Proposals हम अभी नहीं बनाते हैं, but we have a wish list to do. So we have our journey has just begun. I would say we have many more functionalities and features to explore with NJ. But we are today, after using it probably almost 9 months now, we are much more confident on this platform. And thanks to this wonderful team of NJ who always, who are there with us in terms of whenever we want any support is available. So एक support का भी हम जब बात करते हैं तो support बात करते हैं तो that is actually it is to their advantage. So never talk about support to them because it is something which is their strength. तो वो बात करते हैं तो they are always available. उसमें nothing to complain or nothing to कोई escalation नहीं है. For 9 months I have never ever spoken to Limesh भाई कि हमारी आपकी टीम में से ये नहीं हो रहा, response नहीं मिल रहा है. Response नहीं मिलना तो होना ही नहीं है because they have created some wonderful forum and medium. WhatsApp पे डालो या you आप किसी भी तरह से you can reach out to them. The lady, the Surya, she is coordinating today's event. She is there with us right from beginning. तो अभी हमारी टीम हमारे internal escalation नहीं आते तो उनके पास तो escalation जाने का कोई सवाल ही नहीं होता. I don't get any escalation. That's the biggest comfort they have given to me. Internally हमारा कोई escalation आता नहीं है, because it goes to this group which they have created. Anything and everything gets addressed there and then, वहीं से address हो जाता है. So there is no question of having any issue. And एक क्वेश्चन पूछा गया था कि what were the challenges faced? So हमें challenges नहीं आए हैं for NJ CRM in adapting it, because हम आगे से challenges पहले face करके आए थे, तो हमारे पास challenges यहाँ पे बहुत कम थे. And मुझे लिमेश भाई ने 2 मंत्र दिए थे before beginning of it, and I actually noted it very well that challenges नहीं आए इसके लिए क्या करना. तो हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में सबसे पहला यूजर मैं था. So I was the first user to sign up in terms of credentials and use it. तो मैंने सबसे पहला अंडरस्टैंडिंग मैंने लिया है as a leader of the organization. So actually ऐसा हुआ है कि I am the internal trainer also. मुझे features functions भी जैसे लिमेश भी हमें नेविगेट करके दिखाते हैं कई बार. So मैं हमारी टीम को भी थोड़ा नेविगेट कर लेता हूँ कि इस तरह से करो, उस तरह से करो. So I am a better user compared to anybody else. But that was not the criteria. Criteria was if I am using it, my team will start using it. So वो challenge हमारा 50% challenge वहीं खत्म हो गया कि हमारा adaptation became very natural and transition become very easy, because if I use it and if I insist, तो it starts getting falling in line. और हमने motivate करने के लिए टीम को एक इनका feature function जो OPR dashboard है, that's a highlight of the CRM which everyone likes it. So as our team, उसमें जो result वाला part है ना, वो हमारे लिए बहुत काम करता है. How it motivates our team is, वो जब result declare वो change होता है, वो counter आता है कि कितने cases गए. अभी तो संगम में वो value भी सीधा दिखाता है कि कितने value का है. So that's a clock which everyone looks at कि आज क्या कुछ clock हुआ है, कुछ registered हुआ है. First thing my team does it whenever they close any opportunity, before वो order system में डाले, यहाँ वो status update करते हैं. Won, closed, won. So वो flash हो जाता है, वो mail आ जाता है, वो counter change हो जाता है, statistics change हो जाता है. They all enjoy it. So ये function which they use it extensively. अभी मुझे भी आदत पड़ गई है, शाम को रात को कभी भी वो मैं जरा देख लेता हूँ कुछ आया है, trigger update हुआ है क्या, something which was happening. So that has been that's how we have adapted this platform. I mentioned everything almost. If I'm missing out anything, let me know. Otherwise, I feel I've covered up almost whatever the question points which you posed to me. So yeah, if anything I'm missing out, please let me know. Nimesh bhai, आप भी कुछ अगर question answer, आपके पास कुछ questions हैं which I need to address, you can tell me.
No sir, you put everything very nicely, and मैं आपको बताऊं कि why we invited you to speak in this, क्योंकि आपका जो बाइंग प्रोसेस था और आपने जिस तरह से यूज करने का शुरुआत किया ना आपने और आपकी टीम ने, सो दैट वाज द स्टार्ट लाइक ए चैंपियन. ऐसा तो आगे ऑफ कोर्स होगा, चिंता मत करिए.
एक अच्छा पार्ट विच आई फॉरगॉट टू मेंशन हियर, ये प्रोसेस में एक बीच में ना लिमेश भाई ने कुछ शुरू किया था सम 2-3 महीने पहले, इनिशिएटेड ऑडिट वाला पार्ट. आई नो कितने लोगों ने ऑडिट यूज किया है, बट हमने तो वी हैव मेड यूज ऑफ इट एंड हमने उनके 5 सेशंस बराबर यूज किए हैं. एंड वो रिलीजियसली हमारी टीम वो टाइम क्लॉक पे हुक ऑन हो जाती थी. एंड वी लर्न फ्यू थिंग्स, वो कुछ टिप्स होते हैं ना वो मिल गए थे उनसे. सो एक फायदा हमें ये हुआ कि he carries all these experience with him, एंड उसमें सब बाहर से वो लिमेश भाई ऑडिट करते हैं, तो दैट वाज एक अट्रैक्शन था कि क्या हम कुछ और सिखाएंगे, समझाएंगे. एंड फ्यू थिंग्स व्हिच ही हैज रियली शेयर्ड विद अस, एक दो मैं बता दूं लिमेश भाई आपको, शायद इट कैन आल्सो इंस्पायर यू टू कीप डूइंग सच सेशंस विद टीम, कीप डूइंग इट ऑन अ रेगुलर बेसिस. एक आपने हमें बताया था व्हिच नॉर्मली नोबडी डज इज, हम लोग ज्यादा इफेक्टिव यूज नहीं करते थे, वो क्रॉस सेल वाला. तो आपने जो है सीआरएम संगम में वो फीचर्स डाला हुआ है, क्रॉस मॉड्यूल क्रॉस सेल कैसे. So cross selling is a very important feature function which we have to, how we can extract data, analyze our data, and because हम लोग काफी डोमेन पे काम करते हैं, तो it gives a very good ready info, जो opportunity base दिखता है ना वो सामने आ जाता है. And that was one very important feature. And दूसरा आपने हमको ऑडिट में बताया था, we can analyze our loss cases report. Generally closed lost है ना, it is forgotten, like हम उसको छोड़ देते हैं. But you during the audit, in one of the session you gave us an you brought that out कि आप closed loss को भी analyze कर सकते हैं कि क्या reason है उसके. So अभी हमारे यहाँ reason बराबर जाते हैं. We insert those reasons because they are useful. So close lost is not like we're disappointed. We capture the right reasoning so that हम उसको analyze कर पाए कि and our team has started accepting it that it is not the price that matters end of the day. Price होता है important criteria है. Customer कोई customer ज़्यादा price पे देगा भी नहीं, वो competitiveness तो चाहिए. But what is equally important in sales is relationship. तो हमारी टीम admit करती है कि हमारा relationship factor नहीं था, and that is one of the reason वो close lost में जाता है. So lost वाले वो cases को हम analyze करते हैं कि इसमें से relationship कितनी जगह नहीं है, तो उधर काम करते हैं, not to wait for opportunity to come in, but let's invest our time and effort before that. So I think that was one of the good help that we had with Dharmesh bhai. Thank you, Vash bhai. We wish you the very best and we hope you keep doing better and better, because आप जितना research काम इसके ऊपर करते रहोगे, इतना फायदा हमको और इतनी एक बड़ी community को मिलता जाएगा. So please keep advancing and keep improvising and keep enhancing features and functionalities the way you feel it. So अभी हम इसके ऊपर हमने सोचना छोड़ दिया है कि हमको क्या चाहिए. Rather now we take ready-made help from you कि आप क्या करके लेके आते हो, which will adapt it, because that's your area, your field, and we can completely rely on you to guide us on that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, Surya, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Amit sir. You have covered
Okay.
from the start till audit.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I have just shared a link of YouTube video which explains this concept of lost deals and lead source. ये दो डील्स है जो जनरली लोग इग्नोर करते हैं, लेकिन ये दो को अगर आप डीपली एनालिसिस करो ना तो अपना धंधा करने का तरीका बदल सकता है. So please watch this video whenever you are free. You can just copy it and save it. Yes, Surya, please go ahead.
Yes. So next person is Dhanur Mahtta ji. He is owner of Mahtta and Corporation, and they are using our CRM since 2020. One thing I would like to tell about that this CRM is that कि उनकी फैमिली में से दो या तीन बिजनेस हमारे यहाँ पे मैनेज हो रहे हैं, 3 बिजनेस मैनेज हो रहे हैं, एंड उनका नॉर्मल सेल्स प्रोसेस या सपोर्ट प्रोसेस नहीं है, बट स्टिल दे कुड इम्प्लीमेंट CRM सक्सेसफुली. ओवर टू यू Dhanur sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Good evening, everyone. So I am Dhanur Mahtta, as Surya already told. So basically, we are dealing into intellectual property. So we are the law firm, and it is established in 1981. So I am third generation lawyer to the family. So the thing is, and we have we have a customer base of around 1 lakh companies, and it was a task for us to implement a CRM. So it came into our mind when the lockdown occurs. So at the time of lockdown, when everything was shut, so सबको ये था कि अब काम कैसे चलेगा. And we are as a law firm, हमारे लिए बहुत ही difficult task था उस time पे कि सब लोग घर पर हैं, काम हो नहीं पा रहा है, तो कैसे काम होगा आगे. उस time पे it just got triggered in my mind, like we should also look after some tools which can also give us a push start, so that even after we are sitting at the home, and then we can implement such thing which can help us out, and by the way of sitting at home we can implement the things and everything should go over, like the things get done. We wanted that type of setup, so I started looking on the internet. So first I come across the HubSpot CRM. I didn't know before what CRM is. So in the lockdown I got to know there is something called CRM. So with that, anyone can sitting at the home and they can, implement and they can do work at their place and like that. So from HubSpot, I didn't get that convinced. So after that, my dad gave me the contact of NGCRM. So from there, I got to know about them. Then I talked with the Surya ma'am, then Limesh. So this is how we get to know about them. So I'll start with the features of the CRM that we are using. So as of now, we have not shifted yet to the Sangam CRM. We are planning with that, but we are using the old
Earlier version, sir. Yeah.
So it was a big task for us to implement that, because we have 1 lakh database of client base, and we are using around 60 CRMs, 60 users,
Yes,
right?
sir.
We are using around 60 CRMs, 60 users. So with the beginning we faced a lot of issues when we tried to implement it. The thing is, हमारे काम में ऐसा होता है कि there are multiple of files और एक चीज नहीं है, there are many things. Like we provide service related to trademark registration, copyright, designs. So it's a long process for filing and trademark, and to tell till the time it gets registered, it's take around 1.5 years. There are so many objections in between. There are hearings, so we need to manage everything. So everything we were doing was a manual part. Like everything was manual. But after we implemented CRM, everything was shifting to the automatic part. As of now, I can say like we are 70% automated now, but 30% still pending. So starting May, I was the first person. Like I started on my own. I implemented, like I was in a hurry. I was like, I want to implement everything at once. So I made 5 modules, or I don't remember exactly, 5 or 4 modules at once. So I was like, it's not happening because manual file में कुछ और था, automatic में कुछ और था. हम end में report check करते थे, जो manual filing है वो ज़्यादा थी, और जो CRM के अंदर log थी वो कम थी, तो वो properly match नहीं हो रहा था. फिर I had a word with Limesh sir, तो Limesh sir convinced me. He had a talk for 1.5 hours, and he's like, no, it will be done, don't worry, don't worry. Then I hired a very good HR with me, she's Prachi. So with the help of her, we started implemented it again. So we उसके बाद हमने एक फील्ड को मॉड्यूल को पकड़ा और उसके ऊपर हमने चेक किया एक चीज को कि ये फील्ड यहाँ से, मतलब हमारे बहुत प्रोसेस होते हैं कि यहाँ से फाइल गई इस बंदे के पास, वहां से उसके बाद हमने फ्लो चार्ट्स बनाने शुरू किए. फ्लो चार्ट से हमने देखा कि हाँ इसने अपना काम किया, अगले बंदे के पास फाइल गई, उसने काम किया, थर्ड बंदे के पास फाइल गई. तो टिल द एंड we have created it step by step. We have changed all the modules with the help of that. The challenges we faced, it all, like with the period of time, my team also get to used to it, and now they are also able to doing it well. पहले तो बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट हो गया था सबको कि ये क्या आ गया, नई चीज आ गई, ये तो हो ही नहीं पा रहा है. बट विद द टाइम, like it's been around 1 year now, like everyone is using it, even though they are telling me, sir, this feature is also there, like we can do this also, even this is visible. So that thing is also there. Then I'll come up to the how I overcome the challenges that I already told. Like with the help of the flowcharts, I'll suggest whoever is facing issues in implementing the CRM, they should make a chart, like the flow charts, like from what they exactly want, from where they want to start and what's their endpoint, like how they want the file to move. So basically, Limesh sir in the beginning told that the marketing and the marketing thing and the managing thing, but our main focus on the CRM which we are using as the managing part, because sales we are already handling. We had a backup marketing team and the main front marketing team. So the main marketing team is handling all the, they're doing their job best, but whatever is left and they are not able to do, that backend team is doing with the help of the CRM. So basically हमारी लास्ट डेट्स होती हैं हर चीज की. जैसे कोई भी चीज हमने करना है, इट्स अ टाइम बाउंड प्रोसेस, सो हमको लास्ट डेट से पहले खत्म करना है, तो उसको हमारे को वहां पे आ जाता है कि हाँ लास्ट डेट इतनी है, इसका फॉलोअप चल रहा है, इतना इसका रह गया है. सो एवरीथिंग इज इन अ नॉलेज एंड इन फ्रंट ऑफ अस. मतलब पहले हमें पता नहीं चलता था. जैसे अराउंड हमारी जो फाइलिंग जो काम है बल्क में है, पहले ऐसा होता था फाइलिंग है 2000 फाइल्स की चल रही है, इन प्रोसेस चल रही है, पता ही नहीं है, मतलब पता करना था कितनी फाइल, कितने केस फाइल होने हैं. अच्छा 100 केस पेंडिंग में है, क्यों पेंडिंग में है, तो हम पुराना सॉफ्टवेयर जो यूज करते थे वहां से लिस्ट निकालते थे, उसको चेक करते थे. अच्छा इसमें 100 केसेस हमारे फाइलिंग, हमको ये नहीं पता होता था किस रीजन से रुके हुए हैं, कहाँ रुके हुए हैं. सो अब नाउ वी नो एवरीथिंग, लाइक व्हाई दे आर स्टॉप, किसके पास, किस यूजर के पास रुके हुए हैं, व्हाट इज द रीजन कि क्या चीज पेंडिंग है, उस वजह से रुका हुआ है. और इवन दो क्लाइंट इज आल्सो रिसीविंग द एसएमएस एंड ईमेल दैट देयर फाइल इज बीइंग स्टॉप बिकॉज ऑफ दिस रीजन, and there is a proper follow up on that, like the team is calling to them and asking, and there is a complete follow up again and again, and they're asking for the things. So the client is also impressed, they know, yeah, that they are working, and this is possible only because of the CRM we are using right now. So thanks to NJ CRM for that. And let's come to the what was the another question was, yeah, and we are also using the telephony. We just implemented it 10 days back. So now uska bhi hamare ko bahut benefit hai, like on an average day we have around 500 to 600 callings. सो जो टीम है, टीम की 506 कॉलिंग हमारी हो ही रही है, 600 कॉलिंग्स डेली बेसिस पे। तो अब हमारे पास हर एक कॉलिंग का बैकअप है। Like I already told that the work we are doing is the time bound. Like there's the last date. So before last date, we have to file. Otherwise, the case will get refused or the abandoned. So before that, we need to finish the work. So in some cases, what happens is there is a lacking from the client's end. The client is not giving us the forms which we need to submit it. So if they'll not give us to us on the time, then how we will able to submit it to the government. So when the file get refused, they come after us like you didn't call us, you didn't tell us. So now we have a track of everything. Like we have called you this many times, we have sent you SMS this many times, we have a call recording also. So we have asked for this document which you have not given to us. So it's not our owners, that it's your owners, the file get refused. So that's a very good point we have, this helped us in that. And still I'll say that we have not, fully achieved the goal which we are looking for, but there are many other things which we have to, still we have to implement. Like we have made around 8-9 modules. No, I guess there are more than that, but still 4-5 modules are still pending on our end, which we are looking after for that. So once we are looking for the integrations, because our type of business is very complex. And like we are not only using the NG CRM, we are using multiple softwares. So we are integrating every software with each other. Like the ERP system, we are extracting data from one software and we are pushing that to the CRM, so that we are kind of generating the machine, making the machine, so that everything can come from one end to go to the another end. So yeah, that's all I want to say. It's a very good, software we are using, and I'll say to everyone that yeah, these guys and the Surya ma'am and Jinal ma'am, they're a very good team. Kuch bhi koi problem ho, so they are always at the back end. Whenever we need their help, they will okay sir, give us a time. Okay, 5 minutes, I'll call you back, and they are there. So yeah, very good team for that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Dhanur sir.
Any questions for anyone? So yeah.
Dhanur sir का जो industry है बहुत अलग है बाकी सब लोगों से. So in case if anyone has query, they can ask. Okay.
I've asked you a question in the chat box.
Okay, 1 second.
To Dhanur sir.
Yes. Can I request all the speakers?
Please share
नहीं,
your
नहीं, sir.
team's experience.
टीम का एक्सपीरियंस क्या रहा, मतलब ऐसा?
आपकी टीम यूजर्स का कैसा adoption हुआ and how they are feeling now using CRM?
स्टार्टिंग में तो टीम वाज लाइक कि क्या है, होगा ही नहीं. मतलब हमारे को अपना बहुत सारा स्टाफ भी चेंज करना पड़ा इसके लिए. मतलब जो पुराने कुछ स्टाफ थे, दे लाइक नहीं ये क्या न्यू सिस्टम है, कैसे होगा. तो बहुत कुछ हमको चेंज करना पड़ा. आफ्टर लॉकडाउन बहुत सारी चीजें चेंजेस हुई. कुछ न्यू बंदे हमने एडअप किए, कुछ पुराने बंदों को हमको पुश ऑफ करना पड़ा, जिसकी वजह से इंप्लीमेंटेशन हमारी रुक रही थी. बट विद द टाइम एवरीथिंग वाज, वो धीरे धीरे सेट हो गया. मतलब बहुत ध्यान देना पड़ा टीम के साथ, एक एक बंदे के साथ बैठ के कि इसको फाइल को यहाँ से आपको ये बटन क्लिक करके ऐसे आगे जाना है, इसको मिस नहीं करना है. मतलब हमारी पहले मैनुअल फाइल्स जाती थी, हमने मैनुअल फाइल्स को बंद कर दिया कि अब जो फाइल जाएगी या बाय द क्लिक बाय ऑटोमेटेड ही जाएगी, आपको सीआरएम से ही आगे पुश करनी है. क्योंकि चेन है हमारे काम की सारी. एक बंदे से काम शुरू होगा और 5 बंदों ने काम करेंगे तो वो जाके काम खत्म होगा. और ऐसे बहुत सारी चेंज है. सूर्या मैम को पता है अराउंड 200 अराउंड हमारे मैम वर्कफ्लोज हैं.
यस सर, 250
के अराउंड हमारे वर्कफ्लोज हैं. तो अब हमारे पास टीम अराउंड 60 पीपल की अभी हमारे यूजर्स जो यूज हो रहे हैं. अगर मैं दिल्ली और लुधियाना ऑफिस की बात करके मैं बताऊं, हमारे जो टीम अराउंड 125 पीपल की है. अभी लुधियाना ऑफिस में हमारा ऑलमोस्ट डन हो चुका है इम्प्लीमेंटेशन, और दिल्ली ऑफिस में शुरू हो गया है. वहां पे बहुत सारे स्ट्रगल फेस कर रहे हैं हम लोग वहां पर भी, जो वहां की टीम सेटअप कर रहे हैं, पर वो भी धीरे धीरे आई नो इट विल गेट डन.
यस. Suhas sir has one question.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Dhanur ji, I would like to ask you one simple basic question. What made you think to start using CRM? वो ऐसा क्या thought था कि आपको CRM लगा होना चाहिए? क्योंकि आपने पहले कहा कि आपको CRM क्या है वो भी पता नहीं था. फिर आपने क्या सोचा था वो टाइम पे ढूंढने के लिए?
सर स्टार्ट ऐसे हुआ था कि हमको जैसे हमारी बहुत सारी तरह की फाइलिंग्स हैं, अलग अलग तरह की. मतलब मैं आपको बताने चाहूंगा तो इट्स वेरी डिटेल्ड. तो उसके अंदर हमारे को पता नहीं चलता था कि हमारी कितनी फाइल्स किस स्टेप पे खड़ी हुई हैं. लाइक ऑन एन एवरेज अगर मैं बात करूं तो मेरी डेली बेसिस पे 3,000 to 4,000 फाइल्स रनिंग है.
ओके.
ऑन एन एवरेज बेसिस पे। तो हमको पता नहीं चलता था इस फाइल का ये काम हो गया, ये इस स्टेज पर है या इस स्टेज पर है। हमको मंथली रिपोर्ट निकालते थे या 15 डेज का रिपोर्ट निकालते थे कि क्या चीज पेंडिंग है, लास्ट डेट से पहले खत्म होनी है, क्यों नहीं खत्म हुई, क्यों खत्म रुक गई, वो चीज का हमको रिपोर्टिंग प्रॉपर नहीं मिल पाती थी। तो वो हमारे को एक लगा कि टास्क, हाँ कि, और लॉकडाउन में हमने सोचा कि ये चीज इतना जैसे सब कुछ बंद हो गया है तो एकदम काम सब रुक रहा है। तो उस टाइम पे हमको लगा कि यस, कि ये देखा, पता चला, हमने कहीं से सुना सीआरएम के बारे में। उसके बाद जब हमने इनसे इंट्रोडक्शन ली, इन्होंने हमारे को डेमो दिया, तो उसके बाद हमने स्टार्ट किया था। हमने सोचा नहीं था कि हम इसको इसमें इम्प्लीमेंट करेंगे, कि पूरी मैनेजिंग भी इससे करेंगे। हमने स्टार्ट किया था कॉलिंग से सिर्फ, कि कॉलिंग से हम स्टार्ट करेंगे, कि मार्केटिंग शुरू करेंगे। उसके बाद हमने देखा केस मैच्योर हो गया, अब इसको कैसे लेकर जाना है, धीरे 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 वी हैव इम्प्लीमेंटेड इट देन।
Great, wish you all the best.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
Thank you very much. I would like to answer this question from Mr. Shankar Devrukkar. See, we have to understand there are three different things: strategy, implementation, and then execution. So, strategy is when you decide that you want CRM. अपने को CRM implement करना है. Implementation is when our team will talk to your team and configure everything and customize everything and give it to you. That is implemented. Execution is a different thing. Execution is when your all users start using it. And after that only you get real benefit. And I have a video on this topic also. So if you want to watch that video, you can visit our YouTube channel. Yes, Surya.
Yes, sir.
और भी हमारे को इससे काफी बेनिफिट्स हो गए। अब जब हमारे पूरे लुधियाना ऑफिस में लोगों ने, सबने, स्टाफ ने हमारा यूज करना शुरू कर दिया, तो हमारे को एक चीज का पता चल जाता है। वीकली टास्क हम दे देते हैं अब, कि किस, हमको पता होता है कि कॉलिंग टीम में या मार्केटिंग टीम में जिसकी कॉलिंग मैक्सिमम हमारे पास रिपोर्ट आ जाती है, तो हम उसके अंदर टारगेट सेट कर पाते हैं हर बंदे के लिए। उनका इंसेंटिव मिल जाता है उन्हें, उनको ये भी एक कंपटीशन क्रिएट हो जाता है विद स्टाफ। उससे क्या है कि हमारी सेल्स पंप हो जाती हैं, हर चीज के ऊपर हमारा प्रॉपर ट्रैकिंग आ जाती है कि कुछ चीज मिस भी नहीं हो सकती है। तो दैट्स अ गुड थिंग, लाइक जो हमारे को सर्विस में ये चीज मिली है इसके अंदर।
Thank you, sir. So thank you, Dhanur sir. Next person is Nityanand sir. Nityanand Shetty sir is from Essen Vision Software Private Limited, and this team is using CRM since 2017, and sir is managing director in Essen Vision company. So sir, over to you.
Can you guys hear me clearly and
Yes,
see
sir.
me too?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good evening, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. I see there's a lot of audience here, and everyone, I guess, eager to know more about CRM and different experiences what people have. So someone just asked, like, how did you get into getting the CRM? So easy answer is, everyone who's taken a shower always has an idea. But it's a person who comes out of the shower, dries off and does something about it, that makes the difference. So वैसे आप सभी को idea आ जाता है, right? When you get into the shower. So implementation of your CRM is also something like that. Okay. So let me begin by giving a short introduction of myself. My name is Nityanand Shetty, and I represent Essen Vision. We are digital security specialist, or you can say a cyber security specialist. And we've been in this business since 25 years. And what I realized while implementing any technology is the technology guys are the worst guys to implement anything for themselves. It is something like, they are out there educating the world and, telling the world how they will benefit by technology. But when it comes to implementing technology themselves, I think we are last in the line. So if any one of you guys are not technology guys, take that as a plus, because you guys are going to use it and adopt it faster. Like Surya just mentioned that, there's a big difference between adopting a technology and actually starting using it. Like you would have, in my introduction, they said, we've adopted it in 2017. We adopted it in 2017. I'll tell you why. We were users of Microsoft Dynamics before that. So the thought of, getting our sales and the service part done was always there in the head. And we did an extensive implementation of Dynamics. We did a lot of changes and everything the way we thought was right. Okay. And it looked also very nice. It looked very fancy. And all those reports also looked fancy. But frankly, we couldn't use it. I don't blame the software for it, but somewhere, probably we couldn't handle it. Maybe the scalability part and all, it's for too big an organization. Then I guess I'd heard one of Vimesh's presentation in one of our conferences, and in which Vimesh, I think, showed us more emphasis on the mobile part, and I think that was something which got me thinking that this thing is interesting because everyone have got the mobile in their hand, and the challenge for any other CRM at that point of time, like I tell you, it was 2017, was the sales guy would have to come back to office and do things and all, which I didn't anticipate him doing it. But here was something what Limesh presented, that how things could be done off your mobile also. I think that was a turning point. I kind of like, why don't we try this? Because this seems more simpler. And at that point of time, believe me, I mean, I had not heard other CRMs adapting to the mobile technology so much so. So I guess he was a little early in that game. So that got us thinking, and we got into this space. We said, let us get into this. I'll tell you a little bit about our company. We are a data cybersecurity specialist, so we do everything in security. In India, if it's data leakage prevention or designing of SOC, we've done most of the prestigious projects in the country. I mean, as much as the GST and Aadhaar card and everything was designed by us. So we've done some very prestigious projects for that. And so obviously, you would see that the team members are very technically inclined. Most of the technical team is okay. But that doesn't mean that you can implement a CRM quickly. Like I mentioned at the beginning of my conversation, that technology has got nothing to do with this adoption. Okay. So the adoption there requires a lot of push. And I think I'll give credit to Nimesh and his team to that also. I don't want to go into a lot of specifics in my talk today. What I'm going to tell you all is, what are the things you need to focus to get into it. Like what happens is the adoption is not there from your team, and it is a very difficult thing, trying to push your things with them. In that, Limesh and his team were very proactive. So I think, that's something which he does it very, very well. He's got a well-oiled mechanism, okay, wherein his team knows exactly, they will come back to you and they'll tell you. Like in this pandemic, they did this audit for us, and they were like, why aren't you using this? Why aren't you using that? So this is as good as someone, from Mercedes coming and telling you, hey, listen, you bought the car, but you're not using it. And, they would actually hand guide you, and they would actually tell you, you bought the Mercedes. Do you know these are the features? These are the features. Because when you bought the Mercedes, you were told about the features, but 2 years down the line, you've forgotten those features, and you're actually not using the features. But I don't think the car guys will come back to you and tell you, hey, listen, we have made some very beautiful features. Why don't you use them? So NJ guys do that, every time, when you have this audit and all, what they're trying to actually find out is, are we actually using that? And that's something which is very good. Second thing is, during the audit and other conversations also I have with Limesh. Now, Limesh has read a lot of books on sales. Okay, so like you ask him anything and he'll tell you, hey, listen, I have a link, you better see that link, because I've already made a YouTube on that. Or probably he will even suggest you a good book to read on. So how it helps your businesses, you are doing sales or services, whatever your business thing, in a certain way. Okay, he can always give you a lot of insights from the experiences what he has dealing with so many other different kinds of. So today in this room, I can see, I guess probably 50 to 100 people having different kinds of business. Okay. So, and Limesh is managing their CRM. So obviously Limesh knows their sales curve and their service thing. That experience he can always share with you, the good, the bad, the ugly. Okay. So what happens is if you're going to adapt to the CRM now, your learning curve will be lesser because he can tell you real life experiences of what other people have gone through because he's been like specifically for us. Okay, I had a lot of conversations with Limesh many times about how the sales process should happen or how this report should happen, or and we've tweaked everything as per that. So I'm sure if tomorrow, if any cybersecurity company or any company which is similar kind of things, doing similar things, they have to adopt it. It will be much quicker and much easier because he could handhold them through the R journey, and the learning curve becomes it. Believe me, these are very important points when you are buying any software. And at this end of the software, I mean, let me tell you, most of the CRMs you will evaluate or something, most of them would have roughly, what, like they say in Hindi, 19 20. So what are you going to really evaluate on? I think what you really want to should be evaluating is the hand holding anyone can give you. And I think these guys are very good at that, hand holding you through that whole journey. I mean, we've not also given up in so many years is because they've never left our hand. They've continuously come back to us. Okay, so if we didn't use it, the software properly in the earlier years, it was because of our mistake rather than theirs. But from the pandemic, when we stopped meeting up and everything went okay, in 2017 also when we adopted this, that was part of our cloud technology that we wanted to take everything in the cloud. So we were early cloud adapters. That's why we went in for the CRM. We went in for so many other softwares also, different business functions in our company, which we took to the cloud. And that was one of the primary reason we went into the adoption of CRM. Once we got into the adoption, believe me, we were not doing it so well. We were not adopting. The reviews what I used to take for our salespeople would end up being on Excel again. So we had multiple Excel sheets and the way whatever we want. And, Limesh suggested to me, listen, if you want to do a proper review, you need to do a review through your CRM. You can't keep on having this on Excel sheets. So we would put all the data into the CRM, but eventually when we would have the reviews, we would have it on Excel sheets. All that we've corrected now. So basically we don't use Excel anymore for any of our reportings or anything what we need to do. I mean, obviously how it helps, that his team and he can explain to you much better than probably what I can do. It gives you a lot of data to play with. And today, I guess data is a key when you're working with any business. The more data you have at your hand, the more slicing and dicing you can do with the data. That's how you can manage your business well. Okay. If you can see through your business, you can handle your business better. And if you're looking through the data, you'll be surprised at so many aspects probably you didn't look at. Okay. Our services adoption was much faster because this became easier for the clients to raise a ticket and, my service team attending to the ticket, closing the ticket. So that adoption was much faster. And, but the sales team adoption was a little slower. They took their own sweet time. But once the adoption was there, we could see a lot of things, our data was lying all across. Everything is got centralized now. We can go through the data and we can get through so many reports, so many dashboards, which earlier were not there. I would still say we are at about 70%. Okay. And there's so much more to learn. So So I guess whenever I and Limesh meet up, it is more of our conversations on, how things can be better and what. And I end up somewhere I just heard recently that, when you're doing selling, most of the ways the selling was happening now was solution selling, where you go to a client and you ask him like, what is your problem? And they sell the solution to you. But recently what I understood what, this age you can't do solution selling. So you need to up the game. Okay. And there's another way which is called insightful selling. Okay. So what is insightful selling is you're giving him more insights into his business. So in short, you're not going and asking your client, what is the problem? I'll give you a solution. In fact, you're giving him so much more insights that using those parameters, he's able to decide what is a solution he should go for. So this is the new game. And I think that's what I picked up from Limesh also. He does a lot of this insightful sales, like he would tell you this, he'll tell you this, he will make so many videos. So it's as good as telling you what all things which you've not thought about, start seeing in your sales business. So it's not only adoption of the CRM, he's also helping you with your sales process. He's helping you with the service prospect. So please don't ignore that fact also. And that learning and that thing is also a huge thing. That bank, what you're getting along with that. Though he's using it as a free bank, which anyone can access it. I don't think you have to be an NJ user to access that. But it's valuable bank, at the end of it. Even the book what he wrote, it's as good as, sharing all the knowledge of his experiences with everyone. So you need to look at all those also as leaders. Okay. Adoption, features, all your team members can do it. And I'm sure you're not come here to listen to all that. Okay. Here, as leaders, you've come to listen to the next level. Okay. What is it that you are looking at the sales process? What is it good, bad, the other companies are doing? What else you could do it? I mean, those are the questions you should be asking to the NJ team. Okay, that will be, and you will get a lot of insightful selling from them where they could suggest to you a lot of things. Okay, features of CRM, I mean, sab chalega. That's done with. We don't have to go into the features. That's why I didn't speak to you guys anything about that, because I know I'm speaking to a bunch of leaders, and as leaders, you would want to hear that rather than one feature here and there. I'm sure your technical team will do a better job on that than you guys. So that's about it from my end. If you guys want to ask me any question, please feel free to ask me.
I've asked a question in the chat box. Please go through.
Okay. So what is your primary usage? Yeah, it is sales, management, reviews, and analytics. You hit the nail properly. All those things we use. And plus we use it for our service team. We have a huge service team. So we use it for that also.
I'll give you a feedback also, sir. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Okay. So if anyone is having,
Nitya, your example was very good.
yeah.
And 2 days, we did 2 sessions with partners in Gujarat called New World of Sales. That was exactly the topic. And if you remember, we had called Mr. Nandak Pandya in one of our concept talks.
Yes.
Where he touched this topic.
Yeah,
and
so that was a good learning, that insightful sales. It's a very good learning that how do you up the game, and that's exactly what I'm telling you, that you are doing it in your own way. You are giving more insights. So as leaders, if we have the wisdom, we should know how to absorb from that.
So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you guys.
Okay. Now we would like to invite Vishal Kamat, sir. He is CEO of Kamat Group of Hotels, and Kamat team is using CRM since 2019.
Yeah, namaskar everyone. We've been using CRM from 2019. It was very nice to hear so many people using it from quite some time. Some people have used it recently. I also got some couple of ideas while listening about what more we can use from our CRM. Uh, the beauty of this is it's like a notebook. Anybody can buy the notebook and you can do drawing in it, or you can paint in it, or you can use it for professional work, whether it is. So it's adaptable to whatever we want, and that is basically how I met. So I'll tell you an interesting story about how I met Limesh Bhai. We were very keen to set up, considering we have hotels across. We have in Mumbai, Pune, we have in remote locations, we have in urban areas also. But everywhere it was very difficult for us to have a consistency in our reservations. So we decided that we need to set up a central reservations, and we were looking for someone who would give us a solution to create a central reservation system. And Limesh Bhai was showing all the things and talking to us, and while he was talking to us about central reservations and the system Synapse, which is their product, and while he was explaining about Synapse, and he was doing something again from his mobile and other things, and the discussion shifted from the Synapse to the NJ CRM, and that's basically how we got hooked onto NJ CRM. Before that, we already had a CRM software, and let me be very frank. In fact, even today, though I have shared many times the feedback of my excellent experience with various other people from our industry, but many people from our industry used to fail to understand that the jargon is not important. You may not use the jargon, but the process flow and the work is very important. And in our industry working also, our NJ is a better performer than many of the CRMs we have seen, which are specifically made for our industry. Because what they are doing is, where I find them lacking, rather, is the right word I'd use, is that they are focusing on what makes hoteliers and restaurateurs comfortable in terms of this, in terms of comfort of the jargon, or the, the feeling that ye mere ko, that comfort they're giving. But what we need is not comfort. What we need is a nice, rigid and accountable process which cannot be deviated from. So whether he's a newcomer or whether he's an old person, he works as per a flow, and the flow gives you the outcome, not the jargon. And so many things we also as a company had to unlearn to use CRM of NJ, rather than when I heard about Mr. Danish, I think, who spoke about how some people left their organization after NJ starting. I think that is a very good sign, because that sign was there in Kamat also. In Kamat also, we have people who have worked 15 years, 20 years, and yet some of those people, they moved on. And I take that as a, when I look back, it is only a positive sign. The reason being that if you want improvement, you have to have change. And if people are not ready for that change, then then they are the ones who are actually holding you back. Though they may be a partner in your progress at that moment, but to go to the next level, sometimes you have to let go of your parents' hands also, if the child has to. Sorry, I'll just have completing the story about Limesh Bhai. So Limesh Bhai was talking to me, and then I saw NJ, and then eventually we took Synapse also and NJ also, both. The reason being that they fit perfectly together, and we have actually already recovered our money, Limesh Bhai. But please, we have आपके लिए नहीं है. We have recovered our money from Synapse only from one hotel. I'll give an example how. It was basically, it is basically in Konkan at a place called Murud. And Murud Dapoli, the network is very bad. The only connectivity you have is BSNL. And BSNL में कैसा है, चला तो चला, down हो गया तो फिर भूल जाओ, जब वो चालू होएगा तब चालू होएगा. That's the kind of service that you get in that rural area, and no other service we would get in terms of the internet services or telephone, even basic telephone. That also would not. Mobile is a distant dream. What happened was, by creating a Synapse network in which Limesh Bhai and Vishal and various others, they took a lot of effort and they really handheld us in that. All the calls and business which we were losing because people were calling that hotel and it was not getting through, obviously, and our business was struggling. Very frankly, even Kamat's struggle. Why not? Everyone thinks Kamat acha chalta hai. No, it's because of people like Limesh Bhai and team who came across and made us helped us, and our business from there went up drastically because our call center was set up in Mumbai. The calls were now tagged. The central reservations allowed anybody to call anytime. The consistency in terms of the language, talking, upselling, all that was able to be done because in rural we were not able to necessarily retain good people in our reservations. So the whole dynamics only changed from just one hotel, and that one hotel gave confidence to all other general managers to be able to build, to be able to have more. See, ultimately we all depend on human beings, and the biggest thing that the challenge we face is their insecurity. How do you make them less insecure? Because that is always going to be, whether it's job insecurity, power let going insecurity, or just a comfort zone se bahar nikalne ka insecurity. That is something which changed the mindset for us, for our central reservations. And even our Fort Jadavgarh, they have extremely benefited because they were not able to handle the number of calls, but with the Synapse having the multi jumping and other features, and after that putting it in the NJ, so that the call would then go, the lead would then go to the salesman. So like this, we did definitely find a lot of utility extraction happening. I don't think we are still utilizing it to its full potential, and that is why it's a continuous journey. A CRM is never a full stop. It is basically always a dot dot dot. And I hope that, learning from various other people like you all, our problems are the same. The nomenclature may change. So that is where you learn from other people the ideas, and accordingly we can take those ideas forward. So this is my brief experience which I've had with NJ. If anyone has any specific queries, I would be more happy to answer that. Thank you.
Sir, while anyone would ask a question to you in the chat or in voice, I would like to share something. So what you said in the beginning, that we had started the discussion for Synapse and then we ended up with Synapse plus CRM, both the things. And before you, Mr. Nityanand Shetty mentioned about the insightful selling. So that is what I feel is the perfect example of insightful selling, that we are talking about the problem of the customer and what the problem they are going to face in the future, and not just trying to sell whatever is being demanded or whatever is being asked. So thank you very much. It has been always, and specifically because of your personal involvement and interest, it has been very smooth journey to execute CRM in your entire organization. When top management is not interested, then it becomes quite difficult for us. The execution becomes difficult. Implementation तो हो जाता है, वो तो configuration करना कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है.
There have been lot of people who are actually इसके हकदार हैं. हमारी टीम में भी बहुत सारे लोग एक बार जब उन्होंने नस पकड़ लिया कि बाबा इससे हम लोगों को फायदा क्या है, and how this can basically help in terms of measurable. जैसे आप हमेशा बोलते हैं और आपके बुक में भी है, unless and until it is not measurable. Hello? Sorry. Unless and until it is not measurable, it will not motivate. So whatever metrics you do, if that metrics is measurable, then only your employee will be motivated, or you will be motivated to somehow motivate your employee. Sam Dam Dandabhed. So the measurability was one very big thing which helped us a lot. Even the calls being missed, a simple thing like that log coming has helped so much, because now due to the people not wanting to miss the calls, or they can call back after that, a simple feature like that also has helped definitely in this regard.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Can I ask a question, sir?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Actually, my question is simple. कि आपने भी कहा, धनस जैन ने भी कहा कि स्टाफ इसको अडॉप्ट नहीं कर पाते और उसमें से कुछ लोग छूट जाते हैं. तो व्हाट बाय योर डेफिनेशन और योर एक्सपीरियंस, व्हाट वाज द रीजन, लाइक कि स्टाफ को वो अकाउंटेबिलिटी करनी पड़ती है आफ्टर सीआरएम, इसके लिए वो डरते हैं और वो अडॉप्ट नहीं कर पाते, वो उसकी वजह से स्टाफ को कुछ स्टाफ को हमें लूज करना पड़ता है सीआरएम के बाद?
देखिए, कारण बहुत है, एक कोई कारण नहीं है. एक कारण you can say the most common which any manager thinks of काम चोरी. Okay, but actually it is not as simple and light as काम चोरी. It is basically about sometimes some people have a different way of functioning. आज भी मेरा आपको बताता हूँ, इतना हम सीआरएम की बात कर रहे हैं और कंप्यूटर और टेक्नोलॉजी की बात कर रहे हैं, आज भी मेरे को पेन पेपर और मेरे को फिजिकल बुक पढ़ने को ही होता है। मेरे पास टैबलेट है, लैपटॉप है, कंप्यूटर है, मोबाइल है, साधन सब है, मगर आज भी अगर कोई फाइल या डॉक्यूमेंट हो, मेरे को वो टैबलेट पे पढ़ने नहीं होता है। माई टैबलेट यूटिलिटी इज एब्सोल्युटली नेक्स्ट टू नील। बट same thing, some of my friends who are lawyers or who are advocates or who are in other various companies, they use the tablet for literally everything. But in my case, I still have to take a printout and read. But the important thing is what? The important is that the task get done, whether I take it a printout or whether I did on a tablet. But when my task is dependent on somebody else, or when that person is dependent on me, and if there is no accountability in the middle, then you find the person feeling insecure. But either person can. Either you may feel insecure because you're depending on me or vice versa. So people may leave for many reasons. One of the main reasons which I think they left, okay, in some of the people, sometimes it's also ego. I will give you a particular example of one guy from Delhi. He just had, I will not use it. I will not use it. I will not use it. So ultimately, I had to do like what British did. ना एक दो जन को आपको सूली पे लटकाओ तो अपने आप you can then सबको आप मैनेज कर पाते हो. तो एक दो जन को हमने उड़ा दिया, पब्लिकली उड़ा दिया, एक दो जन को हमने क्वाइटली उड़ा दिया. But the message has to go. If the message does not go, then people will undermine your efforts. And that is something which then has a detrimental effort on any endeavor you do. It is not about just NJ CRM. A simple thing like an HR software. You know, when we started HR software, when we started in Kamat's group, we did a lot of automation, and coincidentally, a lot of it fell at the same time between the year of 17 and 19. Even 19 say we are users of NJ, but it took us around 4 months, if I mistake not, almost four odd months to do all the detailing, and till it was not thorough, they didn't start. So at least एक 6 महीना पहले तो हम लोग का journey है before the actual date of inauguration of starting usage. So coming back to the point, even a simple tool like HR, unless and until we did not say that sorry, unless you don't do it through the software, your leave will not be processed. दो चार जन आए मेरे पास भी, मेरे लेवल तक भी आए कि सर मैंने तो लीव बोला था उसको, मगर उसने, मैंने उतना ही पूछा, मैंने बहुत अच्छा कि आपने बोला, आपने कंप्यूटर में डाला था क्या? बोला नहीं. तो फिर कैसे मैं मानूं कि आपने बोला? नहीं सर मैं आपको झूठ नहीं बोलूंगा. मैं कहा बोला आप झूठ बोले, बट कंप्यूटर में नहीं डाला ना, तो कंप्यूटर ने मेरे को नहीं बताया. Leave without pay he went. He grumbled to everybody. He became the biggest advocate of basically कि क्यों कंप्यूटर में डालना है. उसका एक लीव विदाउट पे ने ऑटोमेटिकली बाकी 600 लोगों में, उसके जो यूनिट में 600 लोग काम करते हैं, बाकी 600 लोगों में धड़ की नहीं बाबा जो भी हो सॉफ्टवेयर में डालना है. So a simple habit like this, and there's nothing wrong in losing people. See, the reason should not be wrong. Losing people is not a bad thing, because the people who leave you, and if they leave you in a nice way, they go to another organization where they've excelled. See, they've gone there because they've done well for you, and now you have made them ready. Probably they feel that they'll get a better opportunity and they grow. Now when they go and grow elsewhere, they also become your advocate, they also become your well-wisher. They are also the ones who, many a times your ex-employees are the one who call you and always have the best equation and tell you, अरे sir ये देखो ये कुछ हुआ है नया, या ये ऐसा है. So it's not a bad thing when people leave you. In fact, the best service I get now, by the way, is in other people's hotels, better than the owner sometimes. Why? Because वो ex Orchid का है या ex Kamat का है, and he's so happy that I have come to his hotel, he gives the best service. तो पब्लिक बोलता है अरे इधर भी तुम्हारा व्हाट, एक्चुअली व्हाट कुछ नहीं है. हकीकत तो ये है कि वो बच्चा अपने दिल से मेरे लिए ऐसा कर रहा है, जो हमारे साथ जो भी गेस्ट है या जो भी है, they get impressed. Why that happens? Because of the bond and the connectivity. So if a person leaves you for the right reason, okay, there is nothing wrong in that. If a person leaves you for the wrong reason, then you've got to see whether that wrong reason needs to be corrected internally. Is it our own internal issue? Like there have been times when some people leave for the wrong reason, but that is our own mistake. Within the company, a rule or a matter was not handled well. And sometimes they leave you for the wrong reason, like this man who said, no, I just out of sheer desire, I will not. And he thought he's a senior man, so will not get kicked out. But he got kicked out. He got warned once by me, twice by me, third time, I had to take that step. And if he's a senior person and it's happening, so junior admi to will obviously fall in line. In fact, I must tell you, and I'm sure you all will notice this, your junior people are more sincere in using tools like this than your senior people. This is my own experience I'm sharing. So I have to always monitor my senior people, not my junior. बेचारे junior बच्चे लोग अपने आप करते हैं उल्टा. Many of the youngsters are very keen to use such things because it is in their जहन now. उनके वो अभी नस में बैठ गया है due to mobile and utility happening so much of this thing. They in fact are more comfortable with technology and have a natural usage if they are groomed from starting as compared to our more senior people.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. Thank you, sir.
True, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Vishal, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
So if any question, you can write in chat. And next, we would like to call Venkatesh, sir. He is Managing Director from Capricot Technologies Pvt. Limited. And the Capricot team is using CRM since 2018. So over to you, sir.
Vishal, sir, thank you for taking out your time. And Venkatesh, sir, welcome.
Can you hear me all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay. Thanks for the opportunity, Mr. Limesh. So I have a small PPT so that I thought I could do the whole presentation in a short period of time. Just to follow whatever questions you have asked. Can I share the presentation, please?
Sure.
Sure, sir.
Can you make...
Yes, sir. 1 second.
Can I? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, just give me a minute. So let me go to the presentation mode. And
Yes, sir. Now visible.
everything is visible? Okay.
Yes, perfect.
This is also visible, right? I don't want this. So just give me a minute. How do I remove this?
As I think now it is correct. You can just click and go ahead.
So thanks for the opportunity. As I said, my name is Venkatesh. I'm Managing Director of Capricot Technologies. So just going by the sequence of questions and guidelines that you're given, I'll just quickly go through that. So brief introduction, we are a leading solution provider in CAD/CAM CAE, 3D printing technology legacy of over 3 decades. We are an Autodesk Platinum partner, authorized training center. We provide basically software technologies covering entire building life cycle and manufacturing as well. We provide consultancy, training, implementation, and technical support. Our registered office is in Bangalore and headquartered in Delhi. Since 1987, about 20,000 customers, 10 offices, about 250 employees, few awards that we got recently or over a period of time. And just to give a Capricot journey, we were 4 different companies, and it's a very unique experiment. CAD Studio from Delhi, Kruti Computers, where I started in Bangalore in 92. 1987 was CAD Studio. 1983 is Genesis Datacom in Mumbai, and Academy of Design and Architecture in Hyderabad. We 4 of us merged and formed Capricot. That was in 2013. And then subsequently, we had an investment from a German software company called RIB in 2019. And subsequently, Schneider bought RIB, and we have become part of RIB really today. So that's the journey of Capricot right now. And these are the 4 individuals. Chakresh Jain, who's our chairman, based out of Delhi. I'm based out of Bangalore. Sharad Hulji, based out of Mumbai, and Ramjesh, based out of Hyderabad. The verticals that we address are architecture, engineering, construction, manufacturing, media, entertainment, education, government, and consulting services. And we are basically a reseller, but it's system integrators providing a solution to the design community. So these are some of the alliance partners that we have. So a quick one with that, then a few questions that you have asked. Why did you choose NJ? So Limesh, I'm okay. My slides are visible and I'm audible as well.
Perfectly audible and visible.
Thank you. So why did you choose NJ? I think our West region, I'm representing South. So to a large extent, my presentation that I give today would be my experience and our team's experience. So our West region, headed by Sharad Hulji, was using since 2018 as and they gave a very positive reference. And I think they were referred to us. They were referred by about NJ by, I think, iSoda connection. That's how I think they got it. Anyway, they gave a very positive reference. We were looking for a good CRM solution. And we also have used earlier some CRM solutions. And of course, most of them have failed. And I would say more to do with us. And of course, something to do with the CRM solution as well. Very comprehensive solution. This was, why did you choose? So this is before choosing the product. So comprehensive, we thought that it was a very comprehensive solution when compared to other CRMs. And most importantly, we were looking for a good call management feature. And that's exactly what we got from end to end in terms of starting the call and analyzing the call, type of call, everything. And these were 3 reasons why we chose NJ. And Mr. Limesh, also, I would like to know, you probably have a lot of prospective buyers today in this call. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So whatever we are trying to explain right now is our own experience as far as CRM is concerned. Yes. Then the next question is challenge faced during implementation. So of course, like everybody else said, it was adoption by users. And earlier also we had done, many people explained this problem. Junior levels generally adopt better, higher senior levels less. So these are typical issues like anybody else has. And how did we overcome this? I think continuous training and online support by CRM, NJ. And this was very, very unique. And then call logging from different mobiles. We had challenge of this during implementation. People had different mobiles. Even today, for example, you cannot do call logging using an iPhone, basically because of the security technology. So, but people had different mobiles, different challenges, and all that again, how did we overcome? One-on-one training and one-on-one training for individually each one of them. And they also did repeat trainings. So I should, very unique and hallmark of probably NJ. Then the review process. I started, reviewing this. This is where we had again challenge during implementation, or maybe even before, after that. And this required certain amount of customization in terms of what we needed. And they provided all that well in time and properly. How NJ helped to overcome those challenges? Like I gave you some of those points there. Here, a few things that I would like to highlight here is, again, compared to our earlier experience with CRMs, I think fundamentally the product, first of all, should be reliable. If the product is not reliable, when people start use, first of all, there is a resistance to use. And if the product doesn't work well, they will have a reason not to use it. So here is where I think I give 100 marks to NJ in terms of the product being very reliable. The next is a single point of contact we had. I think Bhumi was the person and who is extremely, and of course, team behind her, very responsive and always available. We had calls logged in even late at nights and the things were getting, there were times when there were problems, but those things were addressed pretty quickly. And quick turnaround time for problem resolution. A WhatsApp group, I think concept and using it is extremely good. And I think it, basically what we are talking about here is any resistance to use because of their own internal will get compounded by when the product doesn't work or the support doesn't happen. But those things were very well addressed by NJ. And anytime repeated trainings that were required, they did that. And I would also like to highlight another thing. We had internally in the organization, we had a senior director, Nanda Venkatesh, along with her, the team, which drove the whole implementation part of the software, which I think is very critical for any organization. So you need to have people who would be internally, who would be helping you to do this. And as you have already seen, anything you ask, Mr. Limesh will give you already trainings recorded, YouTube channels, and of course, online will continue to be given. And the other things are videos and webinars. And the most important thing is the CEO himself, Mr. Limesh, is driving all this. So the commitment there from NJ is going to help us, really it helped us in terms of successful implementation. Finally, There is also a concept of audits, which I'm sure Limesh would be talking about it later. But these audits helped us from initial implementation. It helps us to go to the next level in terms of maturity of the software usage. We found out where the challenges are and how do we take it to the next level. That also helped. Now, what difference have you seen in the business after implementation of CRM? Very critical and very important question. Now, I think what I would like to highlight here is measurement and visibility of efforts. Generally, what we do in sales, we measure the end results, which are sales, gross profit, whatever it is. But here, this tool really helped us to measure the efforts and also the visibility of efforts. Now, when the efforts don't happen, the results don't matter. And then if you're only trying to look at results, the business is not going to improve. So measurement and visibility of efforts was one critical area. Ease of data availability at all levels. And I would like to highlight, when I say highlight here, it is not just at the sales executive level. Sales executive, his manager, and up to me. So the decision maker. So right across the data availability and visibility was very, very important. And then what did it result in? So it resulted in reviews. We were doing very irregular reviews. Now the reviews are extremely regular, very consistent, and it's very effective. And thanks to CRM. And finally, the reviews are data driven. It makes it again more effective. Now, would I be able to give you an idea in terms of so much of, I will not be able to tell you, it's about 6-8 months or maybe 1 year. I would not be able to tell you because we started using CRM, so much of business has gone up. I wouldn't be able to give you that data. Hopefully in a year's time, we should be able to do that because so many things have happened, including the pandemic. But I would like to say that these are sort of qualitative improvements. Then improvement of sales teams' effectiveness. See, somebody also mentioned about the resistance of teams using CRM. Now, if these sales teams, which is supposed to use the CRM, are convinced, they have the conviction that this tool is going to help them to achieve their sales, then I think their usage becomes automatic. That's something which we have seen in our organization. Today, as somebody else also mentioned, we don't do any review other than in CRM. We don't look at any other data. So again, thanks to multiple things. Again, as I said, reliability of the product, support from the NJ team, support from our own internal team, and all our guys were able to use it effectively. And finally, I would like to also highlight one more point. This was very early stage when we were discussing about CRM. Earlier we had seen, but Mr. Limesh also mentioned that the CRM admin cannot be one junior guy. So in South, I own this responsibility of CRM admin from the day one. And then it becomes very, very important that this has good bearing on the final success of the CRM implementation. And one more thing I would like to highlight here is at our level, if I have to be a CRM admin, again, I go back to that. The product has to be reliable, support has to be reliable, so that people below won't give any excuses. So in that context, again, I see the positive thing or difference seen in the business. So would you suggest anyone to go for CNJ was the last question. So here it is. And
thank you, sir.
Complete my presentation. Thank you very much. I hope it was useful.
Very useful, sir. To the point and crisp.
I am done with my presentation. Thank you very much for the opportunity. If anybody has any questions, so.
Yes, if anyone has any questions, you can put in the chat. Venkatesh sir is here with us. He will respond. And maybe Surya, you can go ahead with the next speaker. We are already slightly late.
Okay. Thank you so much, Venkatesh sir.
Thank you, NJ team.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So next we have Kumar sir from Phoenix Medical Systems. They are using our CRM since 2014. Kumar sir is CEO of Phoenix Medical System. Sir, over to you.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. It was nice to hear quite a lot of people talking about NJ. Kudos to Limesh for this wonderful product. Phoenix, let me introduce the company, and I'll keep it short and small because I think it's a lot of time has gone now. So Phoenix Medical Systems is a medical equipment manufacturing company. We manufacture neonatal products, and of course, we also manufacture some of the assistive devices and so on. So we are an early customer to Limesh and the NJ team. So how did we get into them? We were looking for a CRM solution, but unfortunately in India, we were trying our level, but ours is a very small company. It's not a big company where we can look at big solutions. So we were looking around, hunting around, and then found some reference, and they said Taufik. So I called Taufik and I was talking to him, and he said, yeah, this is what it is, and so on. I said, okay, let me try. And I started trying. But I was very hesitant, basically, because this is the only company which I've seen in software that did not want, he was in Ahmedabad, I am in Chennai. He did not want to travel to Chennai to do the sales. It was very surprising. Sales guy not coming to the site to do a sales. And then, of course, he's trying to give a solution and saying that he will do the training totally from sitting in Ahmedabad. It's totally, not, I don't see that sales at all. But anyway, I said, okay, let's go ahead. That was, I would say, a fantastic thing which we have traveled along with the NJ for such a long time now. And the most important thing being, of course, I should have also said that, we should have had our team talk more about this. I think there's a background noise. Yeah. So that was the story in the beginning and how we came into CRM. Of course, there was a lot of things on the learning process on the go. We did bring in Synapse also because we have customer service, and then we also brought in some apps which were required for making sure the service calls or any of these things come in quickly. Ishani has been helping a lot in making sure things happen. And now going into CRM, what we have done, a complete sales process completely, which means that from the time the leads are logged in till the product is installed and the total life cycle of the product has been brought into CRM, and it's working very well. And if you look at it, we also wanted, we were having Tally as a software, CRM as a software, both were not talking before. We were finding it difficult basically because we needed to find out what is the customer outstanding and so on. It was very difficult otherwise. Now they linked it together, and the customer, the database which is there in Tally and the customer database in CRM are all linked correctly. And there was a lot of work which was to be done. And I really give it again back to the Limesh's team to have solved it with Ishani leading it, making sure that things are straightened up. Today, what happens is when a sales guy goes to a customer, he knows what is outstanding there. So it's very easy to walk in and tell what exactly it is, and he's also got the details because general tendency of the customer is bill to nahi mila. And also another thing, what he would say is, okay, give me the statement. He could do that immediately because it was there available on his mobile, and then he could just immediately do it. That's one fantastic thing which they have done again. And I would say, so that's the total sales process which was come in. And of course, the service process. For service process also, if you look at it, for us as a medical devices, the turnaround time is very, very important, and making sure the customers are, the turnaround time and making sure that the spares and things like that go quickly is also very, very important. So that again, because it's all been integrated in, we were able to get it done. We were able to measure, as what some of the speakers have been saying. We were able to measure what is going on, and we were able to give the feedbacks. That's another thing. And of course, as everyone said, Limesh being a very good professional friend, he would come back with a lot of insightful things about how to use the CRM. And one of the things he has always been saying from the day one was, you use the CRM for any reviews, and we started using the CRM for reviews, and very useful. And of course, we have had challenges. What happens is when we take new sales managers and sales staff, what happens is they are used to something else. They don't want to adapt quickly. They are back into Excel forms and so on. We have to push them back in saying that, okay, this is the way to go. And once they see that it's useful, they then start using it. And of course, integrating again into, like we have the funnel, which is filling up also from, the different ways. One of the ways it fills in our company is through web or through WhatsApp and so on. Now, when it is from the web and nobody knows that some of the leads are there and nobody's monitoring it, you lose it. But that's one thing which fantastic that integration has been done in the CRM again. So again, when the sales and service guys were reluctant to do it, one thing which we did was their expenditure, whatever the daily expenditure, what they're doing, we said that we will only do it through a CRM. Then again, the NJ team with Ishani, they said, okay, let's get that going. And therefore, all the guys have to go through CRM to claim their money every day evening. This was fantastic for us. And we could also log every day morning, everyone has to log on to CRM so that we know how many guys are getting to the field and not getting to the field. So these are the things which made our journey very good. And I'm sure so many more things has to be done from Phoenix to get, I would say, full benefit of what a CRM is. Yeah, over to you, back to you, Surya and Limesh. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sashi. Yes, Surya, please.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, next we have Samaneve, sir. He is General Manager and Marketing Head in NJ India Investment Pvt Limited, which is largest group of mutual fund, and they are using CRM since 2020. But as of now, sir is not available with us in the meeting, but he has sent a video to us. So you can see the video on the screen.
Hello, everybody. I am Maniar. I am Head of Marketing in NJ Group. NJ Group is India's largest mutual fund distribution house. NJ Group is in various businesses like NBFC. We do have our own mutual fund house. We are in FMCG business. We are in insurance business. We are in interior business. We are in IT segment also. We are in real estate also. So NJ Group is handling so many businesses. So, we have in mutual fund doing the purely B2B business. So we have to recruit the partners who are working for us. Likewise, in the refresh also we are doing B2C, B2B, both the business. So to cater all these things, one need a CRM tool. So although we were using CRM tool with other software also, but last November, December, we had an interaction with Limesh Bhai, and we had a demo of NJ software. Then we found it's a good CRM tool. What the issues we were facing in earlier software, like, we were in need of many software, many reports, and the day-to-day, analysis which team leader does with the callers, the recording system. So all this functionality which we found, it is quite smoothened in the NJ software, and basically major the reports part. Also, as they came up with new Sangam software also in NJ, so where we can do lots of auto communications and all that. So all those things were quite good, and we are using from last 7 to 8 months now, and team is happy. We are able to grab the good reports and do the analysis, and software is very smooth. One of the issue, it was a basic part of the any IT integration, but whenever the issue is coming, the NJ team is so much capable and helpful that all these issues being solved very fast. So that is a very great part of this NJ company, that they are not only providing the software, but the support system is also so good that it's a win-win situation. And this tool we are basically using for the recruitment of the partner, so where we are getting the leads and we are passing on the passing on these leads to our callers who are doing the calling system and all that. So getting good result. If any so good software give you proper data and all that, so your productivity enhanced. So basically, with this NJ CRM tool, I can say what is the achievement is we can get the good outcome from the current team, and we are now going to expand this team also with the experience of NJ software. So productivity enhancement is a basic, what we found is quite better in this particular NJ software. And as they got the best CRM award also, so I am congratulating Glimesh Bhai and team that they have made a good thing. And Glimesh Bhai is quite clear that what exactly he wants in this particular software, and how in multiple businesses maybe they are having one of the other odd requirement, but basic of the CRM is quite made with minute details. So everything is available here, and I'm happy to share this that if you are at all looking for any other CRM tool, so don't go anywhere. This is the best tool which is available, because like any company, we also do research and searching, but we found it very good. It's a good productive environment. Team is very good, and with the coming times, they will come with more and more features, which I am sure. And thank you very much for this opportunity. And I am on behalf of NJ Group thanking you, NJ, to giving such a good software to us. Thank you.
So that was Mr. Samanvay Maniar from NJ Group. So they are N.J and we are ENJAY. They are much larger than us. It's around 14,000 crore company and we are quite small. Yes, Surya, over to you.
Okay. So next, sir, we have Mr. Sanveer Choudhary, sir. He is CEO in Nandini Infosys system. And sir has also shared the video with us. And they are using CRM for their support part since 2015. And they are also managing renewals in the CRM.
Hi, I am Sameer Choudhary from Nandini Infosys, Gurgaon. We are partners of Tally for past 21 years. We are one of the leading GVLA and 5-star sales and solution partner of Tally. We have an excellent team of 30 plus people with rich experience with a motto, we transform your business with results. As customers don't buy products, they buy results. We have catered to more than 8,000 customers across India, and please do check our Google reviews where customers have given us ratings based on their experience. Today, I want to share with you our journey of CRM. NJ CRM from NJ IT Solutions, owned by a very humble entrepreneur, Limesh Bhai, as we call him because he hails from Vapi, Gujarat. Why I call him humble? As he is very much focused on customer success. So just to tell you the story, it started in 2007 when we had a customer, Samsung, and we had to support their software across India. And we had a homegrown CRM to log in support tickets. But at some given point in time, it was not supporting us in scaling up and doing a lot of other things. So we tested few other standard products available in the market. And luckily, we were able to shortlist NJ CRM to record support tickets. And as I said, Limesh Bhai is very much customer focused. So their team has been very proactive, supportive, responsive, and very prompt in supporting. So at the time of implementation, we were able to implement it very smoothly, and it is almost 14 years now. And the journey was initially not very smooth. We had our own struggles and hurdles. People were reluctant not due to willingness, but not having the knowledge and concept of the same. So it is very important that we have a culture built into the organization and reap the benefit of having a CRM and getting it implemented. So CRM is a journey. It is step to step process, and till today we are learning, evolving as the expectations are changed and the technology is evolving. So it is very important that you keep on upgrading yourself, your team, and there are a lot of automations available in CRM, like telephony integration, generating tickets automatically. Like today, we have close to 90,000 tickets in our CRM, and on a daily basis, we are receiving almost 25 to 30 tickets automatically, which are sent over mail. So a mail is sent, a ticket is generated, it is being assigned to the support executive, and those are resolved. Then we also have a escalation matrix where the team leader receives a escalation if the tickets are not resolved. All the tickets are reviewed on a regular basis, and we also calculate the age, how old is the ticket, and there are two escalation metrics. If it is not closed within 6 hours, if it is not closed within 8 hours, it comes to me and I see why those tickets are not closed. So that is about the support ticket. Now, the important element of CRM is having your sales process implemented. So from lead to closer, so capturing the lead, having different stages, negotiation, closer, win or lost. So it is important that you capture the lead, you do a follow up, you do a negotiation, and get the opportunity closed. The second important thing is a consistent review of the CRM. Otherwise, the objective gets dilute and the quality of data is being hampered. So we also do a regular review of the CRM. Limesh bhai have taken a lot of sessions with our team and have suggested corrections to be done in our CRM, and that has given us immense benefit. The quality of data is very important. So cleansing the data, removing duplicate customer masters. So today we have a kind of quality data which is helping us in doing our email marketing and other stuff. It is also helping us in cross-selling and upselling. So if the data is captured correctly, it gives you benefit in today's challenging world where there is a lot of competition. Acquiring a new customer is much costlier than retaining a customer, keeping him engaged, and cross-selling or upselling, making it as a new revenue opportunity whenever you have something to offer. So today I am happy that we have chosen NJCRM, which is actually value for money because the decision was taken at that time. And today we have 30 users who are regularly using this software, and I have to just see what are the pending opportunities, what are the pending tickets, and we have a regular review calls. So that is all to say, Limesh bhai, all the best to you and your team. Thank you.
So yes, that was Mr. Sameer Choudhary from Nandini Infosys, Delhi. They are one of India's largest tally on cloud providers, tally partners. So by the way, if we consider 50 of India's largest tally partners, I think more than 35 are using NJ's solution for CRM. Yes, Surya, please go ahead. Surya, mic is muted.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah.
And next we have Tushar Mantri, sir, and he is director in Sanveer Infotech Pvt. Limited. And Tushar sir is using CRM for sales and support, and they are using since 2021. We have started implementation in this year, start of the year. Tushar sir, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Surya. Thank you, Limesh bhai, for providing this wonderful platform for sharing and exchanging the ideas of different CRM users for NJ. And I do agree with the other presenter that NJ is one of the good CRM which provides the flexibility in the business models of individuals and so that everyone can adopt to it and make it fit in their businesses. Before I can explain my experience with the NJ CRM, I would like to tell you that we are not connected with NJ in 2021, but we are using NJ Synapse. We started using in 2015, and after that somehow we got disconnect, and we used to we tested actually 2 CRM before we were landing to NJ. But before that, I would like to explain about our business and the business profile, so that it will be more clear to the audience what we made difference in our business using the NJ CRM. Sanveer Infotech is a system integrator. We provide the IT infrastructure solutions and services. And traditionally, one part is the trading part and another part is the service and support part. And from this business, taking it further to the next level, we have another business vertical with the name of Sankiro. It's the world's exclusive e-commerce platform under which we provide the IT hardware remote configuration services. Sankiro basically traditional channel business, and we drive this business to the distributor and channels, and we provide the services to the end customer to channel. So what is happening in this business before we land up to NJ is that we actually use 2 earlier CRM and 2 different products in our business, and the marrying them and running the business through them was very difficult. The first one was as a sales front. We're using the CRM for managing the sales process through the leads and the leads. Then you are converting into them in the inquiries, and again to the deals, or we call it as opportunities. So that was one vertical we are using it, and we are having another software for managing our service business, and there is no correlation between them. It was a very tough time to get the ideas exchange, the lead exchange, these business transform, that is, you can say the win functionality exchange to the support function. And on top of it, the major pain point for us that we are using the opportunity of the recurring business or the renewal business, because as such there is no data which has been transferred automatically or through systems to the sales team at the time of anniversary of the renewals. And so far it was, we are doing this to the Excel format. The data is traveling from accounts to sales, sales to accounts, and again to the services front. So all this transformation is actually, we are filtering, or all the major of the data is getting somehow misplaced, and we are losing the opportunity for renewal. And ultimately, after trying 2 CRMs, we land up to the NJ. And I think making decision for going for NJ is very quick. I think less than a month, we decided that we should go to the NJ CRM after having our first demo with Taufik. So Taufik was not new to us, and we interacted with them in past as well. And then Surya landed with us, and she's taking care of our NJ implementation. I can tell you that the implementation was very easy for us, because earlier we had 2 failures. So we know that what mistake we should not do. What we did is that we first taken out all our old data of companies and the contacts, and we immediately uploaded into a CRM, because on that part were very easy for us to go and install the other models, go on other models, that is our products, product masters, and the contracts. So now once we had this on board, now it's come easy for us to day-to-day management of all these activities. And of course, the most important part is our ticketing tool, which is actually a different tool we are using earlier. And now we have to move all those things to a NJ. Now we have got typical process of handling the tickets. We have got contracts, we have got multiple calls on that. And agent should know the visibility of what product is there under contracts. So that relationship we built up through NJ, and it was very easy to build up because the model was clear. And what are the small hurdles we had? Actually, NJ team was very supportive for us to do the customization part of it. We had a lot of customization, and NJ team never said no to it. we find out the ways, we find out the methods to maybe somehow tweak to our process or change our process, or maybe change some model, or you can say the handling the systems and the data through CRM. Now we are very comfortable in managing our sales process, our renewal process of the products or the supports and the warranty contracts. We are getting the pre-alerts information in advance, and we can interact with the customer. And now, going through a lot of sessions with Limesh sir, we now moving towards the managing relationship with our customers. We come to know in advance what are the cases of renewals. We started talking with the customer in advance, try to find out their pain points, try to be proactive in the support tickets. So NJ has really helped us to maybe stabilize our business of renewals, give more attention to the service tickets, on-time service tickets, because the SLA is important for us, and the SLA could be easily managed because we have visibility of the data now, visibility of the contracts, visibility of the products under the contract. So the team is proactive in giving the supports to our customers. So now that's make a difference in our process, and definitely not taking much time, I would say that NJ is the product which we should have gone much before, much earlier, but never been the late. Better is whatever the late, we are good, and we will move further. We will definitely recommend NJ to our friends, colleagues, and even to our competitors. Being in a channel business, we know the problems in the IT infrastructures, and I think this tool, this CRM fits our industry very well. So I would definitely recommend this product to our competitor as well. Thank you, Limesh bhai. Thank you, Surya, for your support so far. I'm sure this is a long journey. Both of us will, I think, take it further.
Yes, sir. Sure. Thank you very much, Tushar bhai, for sharing your ideas. It was wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Surya.
Thank you, Tushar sir. Next we have sir Suhas Marathe sir, and Suhas Marathe sir is owner of Reliable Enterprises.
Last, there is a special reason for it. You with the message that Mr. Premjith has shared with us.
Okay, sure, sir. So next we have Mr. Premjith sir. Sir is Executive Director in Dixit Private Infotech Services Limited, and they are using our CRM since 2016. Today he is not available in this session, but he has sent his messages to us. So I would like to present that on screen. So Dixit Infotech Solution, Dixit Infotech Private Limited is using CRM, and it is 42 years old organization with 5 sales and 46 services branches in India. They have been awarded by CIO Award for Best Partner in India Integrated Infrastructure Services in 2020. They are partnered to HP, Dell, Cisco, Apple, Microsoft, VMware, and more leading brands. They chose NJ through reference in 2016, and they faced some challenges during the implementation because they wanted to have customized solution for them, and they tried customized based on their working. How did they overcome those problem and solution? Yes, it was timely executed by NJ, special dedicated focus from Ms. Surya. And how NJ team helped them to overcome those challenges? Surya took time to understand the business process, business model, and process the people to actually design the CRM suitable to us to get the best out of this investment. What is the difference seen before implementation and after implementation of the CRM? So Premjith sir has replied that there is huge difference in the business. Sales has increased, service quality has improved, and overall their clear visibility on all the activities happening in the departments, which helps to take timely decision. So surely they are already taking, giving reference for the NJ to their other customers, their other businesses. So this was something shared by Premjith sir. So he is not available today with us, but in next meeting, if we do that, he will be available. Okay. So next we have Suhas Marathe sir. Suhas Marathe sir is owner of Reliable Enterprises. They are using CRM since 2014.
Hi, good evening, friends. This is Suhas from Reliable Enterprises, Pune. Yes, Commissioner.
So I was just trying to say we have been knowing each other since very long time. Suhas bhai will also share that.
Yes, of course, definitely. I have met Limesh bhai sometimes in 2002, and that time we had a short discussion about thin client products, a Bootrom based card, and some other products which he had developed that time. Sanjay Bafna was the person who introduced me to Limesh bhai, and he and his brother had come to my office in Pune, and we were there for almost 2 hours in the evening, 6 onwards up to 8:30. And that is how our real friendship journey started from that day. I have been dealing in every product of NJ since then, and throughout those years, I have sold every product what NJ launched, and we sold it in Pune and surrounding areas. In 2011, first time we got an opportunity to pitch a telephony server to a customer in Pune, and they were starting their travel business, Success Street. And simultaneously, we installed one more telephony server with a software company, Retailware Infotech. They are into softwares for retailers only. And they installed this server for support department of their product. And they are still using it till date with a lot of improvements in their service and support departments. So this is how my journey started with telephony servers in 2011. On that day, I still remember Limesh bhai had demonstrated me that funnel and all that journey, how sales happens and support happens. But best thing out of that, what I got from him that day was service part of a quotation. As a hardware business person since 86, I have been giving quotations to customers based on hardware only. And from that day in 2011 onwards, my quotation started having a service part of it. Limesh bhai explained to me why that service part should be quoted separately and why it gives you a different strength in pitching your product to the customer. So probably that part of quotation really brought forward the importance of service in the IT industry to all my customers. So with such good inputs from Limesh bhai, would you ever negotiate a price with him? That goes without saying that price is not costly at all because his inputs are much, much more valuable than the price what he is charging for his products all through. From that day till date, I must have sold almost 49 Synapse installations in and around Pune and Maharashtra. One of them being in Karnataka to an NBFC. And more than 30 CRM customers are there on the list who are using CRM and getting a lot of benefit out of it. My organization is also using CRM. One more experience about CRM is that I started using CRM for my sales and for other follow-ups, but I got a lot of good inputs from NJ team in how to use it better. Every deal which I locked on NJ server was followed up by Taufik and his team with me regularly, which really pushed me into using my CRM also. So automatically my usage also increased, but I give full marks to NJ team for really pushing me into using that CRM properly. After that, I started pushing my support people to start using it properly. And today we are having a very good view of what our support ticket data is and what our support system is to the customers. So overall, the teamwork at NJ is helping us to grow in a better way and in a very rich way, I can say. I always pitch this product to my customers. So it goes without saying whether I will recommend or not. I am a partner with NJ and I am pitching this product every day. One more thing what I would like to tell you all is that I every time tell Limesh bhai, हम जब भी मिलते हैं मैं एक या दो चीज आपसे सीख तो लेता ही. And it really happens till date. He has so many new ideas coming up that he keeps sharing those, and it still keeps me giving better and better inputs. A lot of books I have read because of him. I have read the book written by him also. And probably I was also involved in pre-reading of that book. It was a beautiful book for any customer to start selecting a CRM or any product in software for that matter. So I wish NJ all the best, and I also thank them for taking me in as a partner and supporting me a lot. Thank you, Limesh bhai, and wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, Suhas bhai. Thank you very much. Gaurang bhai also for writing that fantastic line. मैं Mercedes को मारुति की तरह चला रहा था.
Thank you.
I was telling you for a very long time.
I do agree. I do agree.
Okay. Good. I'm thankful to all of you. You stayed with us for such a long time. Generally, लोग ऐसा बोलते हैं कि एक घंटे तक तो कोई रुकता नहीं है. And we almost are here for 2.5 hours. So thank you very much.
Yes.
Yes. And Suhas bhai, it's always good to have you on the meeting. बहुत जल्दी रूबरू में मिलते हैं 27-28 को. ठीक है?
Definitely.
Yes. Okay, sir. So thank you very much, all of you. If anyone wants to ask any question, you can do it here. You already have our numbers. We can get connected. Thank you very much and have a great weekend.
I want to share something, sir.
Yeah, Kanak Singh ji, please go ahead.
Was in the middle of traffic, but I wanted to share a simple thing, sir. Sir, you have made this event like इसका अंदर हम लोग को लगता था ये सबसे बेस्ट टेस्टिमोनियल है, ये सबसे बेस्ट यूजेज हो सकता है. वो एक के ऊपर एक मतलब मेरे को अगर बोलना होगा चाहूंगा कि किसका सबसे बेस्ट था तो आई कांट इवन से इट इज एक्सेलेंट. और मैं सिंपली इतना कह सकता हूँ कि इसको देखने के बाद जितने लोगों ने देखा इंक्लूडिंग मी, इनको पता चला होगा, क्योंकि मुझे पता चला कि मैं बिजनेस में काम करता था, अब बिजनेस पे काम करूंगा मैं आफ्टर यूजिंग योर प्रोडक्ट एंड सॉफ्टवेयर. थैंक यू सर. इट इज वंडरफुल सेशन सर. थैंक यू.
Yes, thank you very much.
This is possible because Limesh bhai is really pushing his culture right till the last person who had joined him in the office. And you can immediately recognize that this person is from India once you speak to him for 1 minute.
Thank you very much, sir. ये सबसे अच्छा कॉम्प्लीमेंट था आज की तारीख में.
समझते हैं ना, इसके लिए बता रहा हूँ.
लिमेश सर.
हाँ जी सर.
ऐसा बताते मैं इसको CRM का यूज करना था, हम लोग तो एक 100% न्यू है, तो किस तरह से क्या करना थोड़ा हम लोग को डेमो दे सकते हैं क्या? मैं समझ पाया भाई कुछ है चेंजेस है.
सबसे पहला बुक पढ़ लो. सबसे पहला वो बुक पढ़ लो.
ओके.
ठीक है. उससे स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट नहीं हो सकता है. पहले ही 2 चैप्टर फर्स्ट वेदर वी नीड टू डिसाइड अपने को CRM का जरूरत है कि नहीं है.
ओके. दोनों बुक आ तो गए, बस मैं शॉर्टली पढ़ के आपको गेट बैक होता हूँ. मैं दोनों बुक तो डिलीवरी हो गया मेरे को. मैं शॉर्टली आपको जो है बोलता हूँ. मैं आपको वॉइस बिल्कुल नहीं आ रहा है सर.
क्रैकिंग द CRM कोड वाला बुक बोल रहा हूँ मैं.
हाँ. ओके. अच्छा वो बुक पढ़ लो ना, ट्रैकिंग द CRM. ओके. वो पढ़ता हूँ, 100% पढ़ता हूँ सर. आपको 1 सेकंड मैसेज करता हूँ सर. थैंक यू सर.
थैंक यू वेरी मच. ठीक है फ्रेंड्स, वी विल कंक्लूड दिस ईयर. अभी तो सबके घर से फोन भी आने लगे होंगे. थैंक यू वेरी मच. चलो थैंक यू, बहुत जल्दी मिलते हैं।